Good day, sir. I am Arvin Pal, and together with Banhawan and Espinosa, we are the Group 4, and we are going to discuss about crankshaft deflection as well as answer the questions in the activity. To introduce, in a marine diesel engine, crankshaft is the main component that receives the rotation motion from all cylinders and transfers it to another machines, such as generator or propeller. Due to this, it has a higher load and stress factor of mobile parts of the engine, which could lead to defects such as cracks, deformation, breakage, and bearing failure, and cost a lot of time and money. Fortunately, this can be lessened or prevented through necessary adjustment after measuring the crankshaft deflection. What is crankshaft deflection? So, crankshaft deflections are measured to detect the change of distance between crank webs during one rotation of the crankshaft. The misalignment occurs due to increased bearing temperature or bearing wear or damages. It also indirectly indicates the loading condition of the crankshaft, which is why the horizontal and the vertical misalignment are checked. Next, when do we do it? So the good maintenance is required to periodically measure the crankshaft deflection, ensures that the shaft alignment are within allowable limits. Generally, it should be done regularly in order to detect any misalignment of the engine's crankshaft and wearing of the main bearings that support the crankshaft to allow smooth operation during engine operation. In other hand, or in other instances, it should be performed one or twice a year under a normal running conditions, after replacing main bearing shell, and again after around 100 hours, or if there are any sign of damage any sign of damaged bearings or increased bearing temperatures.
So I am John James P. Espinosa. So in what emergency situation should we apply crankshaft deflection? In emergency situations such as ship grounding or collision, as there are possibilities where the propeller or hull affected the shaft and main bearings, causing crankshaft deflection and requires immediate attention to prevent major damages. So where is it done? Crankshaft deflections should be done where the ship is afloat, anchored in calm weathers, and under same temperature and loaded condition, as the measurements can be affected by the engine temperature and vessel load condition, and lastly ambient air and water temperature.
So good day, sir. I am Banhawan Yuzel I. So how is it done? To perform crankshaft deflection measurements, the crew must secure necessary precautions and preparations. So the crew must secure the necessary precautions and preparations such as the toolbox meeting, checking of the ship's manufacturer's manual, enclosed space entry permit for unauthorized operation, stopping the main engine to allow cooling, and locking and tagging the starting mechanisms to increase visibility, awareness, and traceability. Start air supply and lube oil pump must then be shut off as the operator is going to work in crankcase doors. Open indicator cocks in order to depressurize. And then open crankcase to allow ventilation before entry and engage the turning gear to control the crankshaft rotation. Next is measuring the crankshaft deflection. As to the measuring of the crankshaft deflection, measure first the piston near the bottom dead center, precisely right at the beginning of the compression stroke. there are markings where the dial gauge needs to be placed, which is actually in crank row and opposite the crank pin, and set it to 0 as soon as the dial gauge is in position. Once it is set up, the crankshaft will be turned using the turning gear and the readings will be taken. Measurements will be taken at a specified angle, such as when the throw passes the BDC, the bottom dead center, in the port side, and the top dead center, starboard side, and before the BDC. So it is like a pentagon, a regular pentagon. A positive reading means that the crank throw is opening, while in negative, it is compression or closing the crank throw. The sequence will then follow in the engine's firing order, and the procedures are repeated for each unit. Once all the units have been measured, the values will be calculated to determine the deflection in each of them, and are calculated from the vertical and horizontal plane. If the deflection reading exceed the allowable limits of the manufacturer's manual, it points to a worn out or damaged bearings. However, the main bearings will normally not be damaged unless there is an underlying reason, such as the severe engine vibration or loss of lubrication. Then, after measuring all units, the final ocular check must be carried out to make sure there are no loose materials such as the rags, tools that were left inside. And once confirmed that everything is clear, the crankcase doors must be secured. So why do we have to do it? The essence of crankshaft deflection readings is that it helps in early diagnosis and prevents heavy damage from occurring, including crankcase explosions. It helps to determine whether the crankshaft is efficient in operation with optimal bearing alignments and in good conditions. By finding out exceeded limits of measurements, maintenance and repair operations are to be carried out immediately to ensure the safe working operation of the engine. This will prevent potential breakages, cracks, or damages and reduce the costs and time of operation before it becomes a major problem. Conclusively, crankshaft deflection measurement is vital for the safety operation of the ship and the lives of the crew. So that is all our crankshaft deflection report from Bismarck 3A Group 4. Thank you, sir.